I thought I had everything, until life took it all away. But in the emptiness, I found truth.
Sometimes losing everything is the only way to find what truly matters.
When I lost everything, I thought it was the end. But endings have a way of whispering beginnings. At first, there was silence, then grief, then a strange peace. Because beneath all the noise, I found a version of me I had forgotten existed. Raw, honest, unmasked. Loss didn't destroy me. It stripped away what I never needed. Rock bottom was my teacher. Rock bottom isn't the enemy. It's the foundation where truth lives. No distractions, no illusions. Just you and the quiet echo of your own heartbeat. There, I realized, pain doesn't lie. It reveals. It taught me who was real, what mattered, and what never did. What I owned was owning me. I didn't lose a house. I lost the need to prove myself. I didn't lose a job. I lost the illusion that my worth depended on a title. What I owned was owning me. And when it was gone, I could finally breathe. The people who left. Some people walked away when I had nothing to give. And at first, it shattered me. But then I understood. Their absence was a gift. They were only meant for the version of me who was performing, not the one who was healing. Their silence taught me what loyalty really sounds like.
Stillness was my salvation. I used to fill every silence with noise. Music, messages, movement. But when life emptied my hands, I had no choice but to be still. And in that stillness, I heard things I had never heard before. My own breath, my buried dreams, the voice I had been silencing for years.
I stopped chasing. When everything was gone, I stopped chasing. Status, approval, distraction. And it was terrifying until it was beautiful. I learned to sit with myself, and that's when I found the gold in the silence. I wasn't empty. I was clearing space for something real. Letting go was not losing. Letting go felt like dying, but it was really an awakening. I let go of old dreams and made room for better ones. I let go of roles I was never meant to play. And in that surrender, I found strength I didn't know I had. Letting go wasn't losing. It was choosing. I found beauty in the broken things. Everything felt shattered, but I learned that broken doesn't mean ruined. It means real. The cracks in my heart let light in, and I started to see beauty in imperfect places, in weathered faces, in quiet mornings, in the way my voice shook when I finally told the truth. Not everyone will understand. When you change, some people won't applaud. They'll question you, resist you, miss the version of you that kept them comfortable. But growth is rarely a group project. Healing isn't always visible, and peace doesn't need permission. My story was not over. Even in the ruins, something inside me whispered, "You're not done." That voice, small but steady, kept me going when everything else said stop. It reminded me the end of one chapter is only the beginning of the next. My story wasn't over. It was becoming true. I don't want what I lost back. I don't want my old life back. I want the clarity it gave me. I don't miss the noise. I treasure the silence. Because in losing everything, I found out what was worth keeping. And it wasn't things. It was me. I learned to live light. Loss made me lighter,
Not weaker, lighter. I stopped carrying what was never mine. Expectations, guilt, regret. I no longer needed to be everything for everyone. I just needed to be enough for myself. I chose forgiveness. Not for them, for me. I forgave the people who left, the ones who hurt me, even the version of me who didn't know better. Because forgiveness is how you set yourself free. And I was tired of being a prisoner to pain. I am not my loss. I lost relationships, opportunities, pieces of myself, but I am not my losses. I am what I chose to do with them. I didn't just survive, I transformed. And that's a story worth telling. In losing everything, I found myself. I thought I needed more success, more love, more recognition. But losing everything was the moment I came home to myself. What mattered wasn't what I had, it was who I was becoming. And in that quiet becoming, I found peace. I found purpose. I found me. What remained when all was gone? When everything fell apart and silence filled the space where life used to live. I thought I was empty, but I was only beginning. In losing the noise, I found the whisper of my soul. In the absence of more, I felt the presence of enough. Loss didn't take everything. It left behind what truly mattered: my breath, my faith, my chance to begin again. Sometimes it's not what we lose, but what we discover underneath the rubble that finally makes us whole. The weight I no longer carry. I used to carry the world, people's opinions, unspoken expectations, regrets like stones in my pockets. But when I lost the life I had built, I realized I had built it on weight I never needed. The pain stripped me bare, but in that nakedness, I saw the truth I had buried beneath busy days. I let go of proving, performing, pretending, and as the weight lifted, I rose. The gift was never gone. I thought life had taken everything, but what I had lost was only the noise that hid the gift. The gift was always there, in the quiet sunrise, the warmth of tea between trembling hands, the strength of starting over again and again. Sometimes life removes the false to reveal the real. And in that revelation, we are reborn. What you lose is never the end. It's an invitation to discover what truly remains. If you've lost everything, maybe you've just been given the space to begin again.
If this touched your heart, stay with us. Your story isn't over yet. Subscribe for more.